Ethics of Islam. Preface. O you virtuous youngsters! O you noble and dear children of those martyrs who spent their lives for learning and spreading beautiful moral teachings of Islam, and also sacrificed their lives for spreading the religion of Allah to all human beings. Do learn the Islamic religion and its beautiful ethics, which our honorable ancestors brought and entrusted in its pristine completeness and correctness to your protection. Protect this holy object of care, amanat, with all your might and power against the attacks of our enemies, that is, those who attack our lives, properties, religion, and ethics, and who are eyeing our beautiful country with rapacity. Strive hard to spread this correct religion everywhere, and thereby to save all human beings from infinite disasters. Let it be known that our religion orders us to have beautiful morals, mutual love for each other, respect for the elders, and compassion for younger people, and to be kind to everyone, irrespective of their religious opinions. Pay everyone's due rights and wages. Do not violate laws of the land, and do not oppose orders of the government. Pay your taxes on their due times. Never forget that Allahu Ta'ala is the helper of the righteous people. Let us love and help each other so that Allahu Ta'ala in turn will help us. Islamic scholars say Allahu Ta'ala created three things in humans: wisdom, aql, spiritual heart, qalb, and nafs. The nafs is a malignant being created in the human nature. All its desires run counter to Allahu Ta'ala's commandments. It is the only property whose desires and activities are harmful to itself and to its owner. We can see none of them. We can understand their existence by observing their effects or the things they do, or we know them because our religion teaches them to us. Wisdom and nafs are located in our brain, and the spiritual heart is found over the biological heart, which is in the left side of our chest. They are not made of matter and do not occupy space. Their existence in these places is similar to the existence of electricity in a light bulb, or that of the magnetic power in an induction bobbin. Wisdom tries to understand Islamic knowledge. It understands Islamic knowledge, and its good and useful, as well as evil and harmful, variations or portions. The good and evil are discriminated in accordance with the divine law. Wisdom, which recognizes the divine law, shari'at, and wants to obey it, is called correctly thinking wisdom, aql salim. People who have little wisdom and always make mistakes are called idiots or fools. People who have no wisdom are called crazy. Correctly thinking wisdom conveys good things taught by the divine law to the spiritual heart. The spiritual heart decides to do these good things. It uses the action nerves, which come out of the brain and go to the organs, to give orders to the organs so that they carry out these good things. Assimilation of the desire of doing good or evil things into the spiritual heart is called ethics or morals, akhlaq. The nafs is excessively fond of worldly pleasures. It does not think whether these are good or evil, useful or harmful. Its desires are not compatible with the divine law. Doing things that are forbidden by the divine law strengthens the nafs. It tries to convince the spiritual heart to commit the worst things. It deceives the spiritual heart by showing the evil and harmful things as good things. It strives to attain its pleasures by convincing the spiritual heart to satisfy its desires. It is necessary to strengthen the spiritual heart and to weaken the nafs, so that the nafs will not be able to deceive the spiritual heart, and that the spiritual heart will not develop an evil nature. As wisdom is strengthened by reading and learning Islamic knowledge, likewise the heart is strengthened or purified by obeying the shari'at. Formation of ikhlas in the heart can only be accomplished by the spiritual hearts mentioning the name of Allahu Ta'ala often, making dhikr of Allah through the qalb. Accomplishing dhikr of qalb is possible only by learning it from a perfect Sufi master, Murshid al-Kamil, the perfect guide. It is also necessary to empty the spiritual heart from all worldly thoughts formed in the brain due to the sensory information coming via the organs. Once the heart is free from all sorts of worldly thoughts, it starts to do dhikr of Allah automatically. It is similar to emptying the water from a bottle. When you pour the water out, the air automatically enters the bottle. Protecting the spiritual heart from worldly thoughts can be accomplished by the spiritual hearts benefiting, receiving faid, nur, light, from the spiritual heart of the perfect Sufi master. The spiritual luminance, faiz, flows from one spiritual heart to another by way of love. Death of the perfect spiritual guide, or his being in a distant country, does not stop the flow of spiritual luminance, faiz. The perfect spiritual guide, Murshid al-Kamil, is an Ahl Sunnat scholar, alim, who knows Islamic knowledge in depth and does all of his actions sincerely, with ikhlas, in accordance with this knowledge. Obeying the Shariat and receiving spiritual luminance, faiz, from the perfect guide, Murshid al-Kamil, strengthens the spiritual heart and conversely weakens the nafs. It is for this reason that the nafs does not want the spiritual hearts obeying the divine law, Shariat, or communing, sobat, with the perfect spiritual guide, Murshid al-Kamil, or reading the books written by the perfect spiritual guide. It wants spiritual heart to be irreligious and beliefless. Therefore, those who do not follow their wisdom, and instead follow their beliefless nafs, become irreligious. The nafs does not die, but when it is weakened, it cannot deceive the spiritual heart any longer. Miladi 2001, Hijri Shamsi 1380, Hijri Kamari 1422. Make thy heart a garden of paradise, with the fountain of tawheed, and thy soul's garden. Render a rosary with the bud of tawheed. Both without place and without time will experts of heart traverse endless distances with the power of tawheed. Shameful as thou mayest feel on account of thy wrongdoings, the end will certainly be good with the rapture of tawheed. O you supplicant, the Arifi Billah will free the heart from 70,000 curtains with one flash of tawheed. Tawheed is the oneness of Allahu Ta'ala, the statement of and the belief in His oneness. Arifi Billah is a blessed person who has attained a state in which he knows Allahu Ta'ala, as well as a slave could know its creator. Hussein Hilmi Ishik, Rahmatullahi alayh, publisher of the Hakikat Kitabevi publications, was born in Ayub Sultan, Istanbul, in 1329, AD 1911. Of the 144 books he published, 60 are Arabic, 25 Persian, 14 Turkish, and the remaining are books in French, German, English, Russian, and other languages. Hussein Hilmi Ishik, Rahmatullahi alayh, guided by Sayyid Abdul Hakim al-Wasi, Rahmatullahi alayh, a profound scholar of the religion and perfect in virtues of tasawwuf, and capable to guide disciples in a fully mature manner, possessor of glories and wisdom, was a competent, great Islamic scholar, able to guide to happiness, passed away during the night between October 25, 2001, 8 Shaban 1422, and October 26, 2001, 9 Shaban 1422. He was buried at Ayub Sultan, where he had been born.